If you didn't know this already, 5% of men are responsible for 95% of the matches on Tinder. And if you zoom out into the real world, studies have shown that 50% of men are invisible to single women. Most people look at that glorified top 5% and think, man, they just must drive a really nice car and they hit the genetic lottery of rizz. They also must know some secret pickup lines that the rest of us just don't know. When in reality, the guy who gets the girl and the guy who gets sent to HR are both saying the same exact thing. So how do they do it? What's their secret to having unlimited levels of charisma? It's actually simple, really, and you came to the right stick figure. In this video, you're going to learn everything you need to join that top 5% attractiveness club, and you're going to have people gravitating towards you effortlessly. It does not matter if you're introverted or extroverted. It doesn't matter if you're the sexiest man alive or if no one's ever asked you why you're single. Attraction is simple, really. The first piece of this puzzle is the fact that you need to shift your thinking from pursuing others to attracting others. The top 5% don't have their DMs flooded with available women because they spend time sending out thousands of messages. They have a line because they attract them with their energy, or ki if you want to call it that. Contrary to what most people think, you don't need to add anything in order to have rizz. Not adding a perfect line or an opening, no specific word tracks, although I will give you some in this video. The quote that changed how I approached game was, "Who you are speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you're saying." Most of you need to get rid of things. Get rid of limiting beliefs, anxiety, fear of rejection. Get rid of your bad haircut, because those are all things that affect the energy you put out into the universe. And that energy is how you attract people to you like a magnet. You might be thinking, that's some out there nonsense. And I get it, most people aren't even aware of the energy they have. I'll explain it to you. If I'm walking downtown late at night and I'm approaching a man who has clearly had too many non-prescription pharmaceuticals, if you know what I mean, his energy will push me away. The law states you cannot attract people if your energy is weak. It will not happen. The most effective way to improve your charisma, your energy, is to improve yourself. That is why the top 5% make it look effortless. Because it is. It isn't pickup lines. It's not a special wink. It's you. And if you have holes in your relationship with yourself, that affects your energy. But my energy sucks and I'm just a loser. Have you ever thought that maybe you're just early on in your journey? Picture this. No matter where you rank Kobe in your all-time lists, he's a winner. But when he was 12, he went to a basketball camp and didn't score a single point during the games. Not one. Knowing that, do you look down on Kobe for it? No, you don't. And most people love him even more for overcoming that. He was just early in his journey. So why don't you treat yourself like that instead of beating yourself up? We're going to build your energy up in this video, and we're going to focus on 3 main areas that women find attractive: money, body, and social skills. But I don't know where to start. What should I focus on first? It literally does not matter. You just need to pick one and start working on it. In my own journey, I opted to focus on improving my net worth and my body. Because, like it or not, women, especially these days, prioritize money. And if I improve my earning potential and my physicality, my energy and confidence are going to drastically increase. And an increase in confidence will also improve my social skills. The key is to start improving the relationship you have with yourself, which is a great time to bring in the sponsor of this video. Actually, there is no sponsor. Not besides my blood, my sweat, my tears I put in this video. Now, back to the video. As you start working on building yourself up and your energy up, you get evidence. Evidence that you can work hard. Evidence that you're capable. Evidence of your own greatness. And that action that you're taking builds the energy that you put out, which must be greater than the energy of those you want to attract. Yeah, but now what? I've built my energy up, but what do I say when I'm out? I always start panicking. You're overthinking this, my friend. And that is why you and so many others are feeling depressed, anxious, and suffer more in your mind than you do in reality. Does this situation sound familiar? You're out looking for someone to talk to. You spot a cute girl and it's love at first sight. But what do you say? Nothing comes to mind. Worry starts to creep in and you obviously can't go up to her and say nothing. So you decide to go take a lap around the area and do some thinking. 30 minutes later, she left with some friends and you never made a move. You put yourself through hell for 30 minutes, all to not even take a shot. Lines don't matter. You can use Jack Harlow for an example. Just by walking by this girl, he shook her world. He's even on record for saying his go-to opener is either "Hi" or "Hi, I'm Jack." And it works because of his energy. So if you've taken the action needed to build yourself up into a person of value and you believe it, stop overthinking. But how? I don't want to overthink, it just happens. Not overthinking is a skill, just like a muscle. The more you train it, the better you're going to be at it. Here's 4 frameworks you can use to train your mind. First, picture the worst case scenario. Let's say I went and approached the girl that you wanted to talk to but never did. She says, "I hate your style and don't ever talk to me again." So then I just go talk to her friend and we have a good time. I can live with that. Second framework builds on that. Zoom out. Most things in life won't matter a week from now. A microscopic amount of things will matter 5 years from now. Getting turned down in a bar is not one of those things. It does not matter. So if it won't matter tomorrow, it doesn't matter now. Why drain your energy thinking about it? Third framework, infinite possibilities. Whether you're in the top 5% or not, no one knows what will happen. So spending time thinking about each possible outcome only drains the energy you have. You can either think, I'm going out tonight, man, I hope no one rejects me. Lame. Or you can think, I'm going out tonight, and no matter what, I will have a good time. Which of those options gives you the best chance to have a good night? Always opt for positive possibilities. The fourth framework, it's just a numbers game. Baseball, investing, business, dating, it's all a numbers game. You might be thinking, as soon as I up my rizz, I'll get any girl I want to talk to. That isn't true. No matter what you do, someone will always not like you, and that's fine. So knowing that, be the best version of yourself, the you that you want to be, and be okay with the odds. But I'm just so scared of rejection, it paralyzes me. In my time, I've gotten more attention than most guys out there, but I've also struck out way more than the others also. It's just part of the game. It's part of life. I've been in social situations, both friendly and dating, where I've said something I thought was awesome or hilarious, and people have looked at me like that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And that's okay, because I genuinely thought it was funny. Because I took action on building myself up, I was able to find who I am. And the action I took gave me evidence to know that I am likable, even if 100% of the people don't like me. Because one girl's opinion of me was that I was a loser, does not matter. It's an opinion. And most people need to stop placing other people's opinions over your own opinion of yourself and your own evidence. That fear of rejection becomes an infinitely smaller problem. And I know, thanks to Taylor Swift, girls these days think, you'll never find another one like me. Yeah, okay, Jessica. Metaphorically, not literally, just go put your nuts out there and be okay with whatever happens. It's just a numbers game. Now we're getting into more specific game that you can use. But it only works once you've built your energy into a formidable force, which is why we start there. I've said it before, what you say does not really matter. How you say something is also more important than what you say. It's your tonality. Look at this example. Depending on what you emphasize here, you can get 5 different meanings from one single sentence. I didn't steal your car, meaning somebody else did. I didn't steal your car, meaning I'm innocent, I didn't do it. I didn't steal your car, meaning I was just borrowing it. I didn't steal your car, meaning I stole someone else's. I didn't steal your car, meaning I stole your wallet. For game and increasing your energy even more, 95% of your questions and sentences should end in a downward or a neutral tone. Your energy will feel confident and calm, and she's going to love that. For example, if a girl's talking about how she likes to work out and you say, oh, and how's your stamina? Versus, and how's your stamina? That's going to change the type of net you have drastically. The game should be a pull and push. This leverages the other person's human psychology to have them chase you. If you've built yourself up, your energy should get you in the door. Once you've made her laugh and you've sparked that desire in her, strategically push her away. Again, not literally. Lightly tease her. Make a statement such as, yeah, you might not like me, I'm probably too driven for you. You can use any positive that women genuinely like and frame it as a negative. She'll now have to prove that she is interested in you. She's doing the work. Because people want what they can't have. This works in dating and this works in sales. Your mindset cannot be one of need. If you go into a conversation needing it to go a certain way, it negatively affects your energy. Again, don't listen to Taylor. You don't need her to like you. But if you enter into a conversation needing a certain outcome, she knows her energy is stronger than yours. And that in turn pushes her away. You can want a good outcome, but don't need it. Now, I get messages all the time about not knowing what to say. Here are some great questions to drive enticing conversations, to help you have a good time and increase their desire for you. I would start with level 1 questions, and you can always build up from there. You can always aim for the fences and start with a level 3 if you want, but in my experience, warm the conversation up before going yard. You can take a picture or a screenshot of these questions here. The rizz you're looking for is yourself. It's why it seems so natural to others, and it's why you rack your brain trying to figure out what's not working for you. Spending time on yourself and your life is what counts. And the only way to do that is through taking action.